website right now and download my free course on alternate picking mastery. It contains 5 essential exercises that will take you to alternate picking mastery faster than you can imagine. And then I've included my method of how to lay out a practice plan in just 1 to 2 minutes that will absolutely boost your results like nothing you ever tried before. So go download it right now. It's free. One quick insight here on learning, and that is something that really dawned on me at a point where I was really trying to learn something. I just couldn't make it stick in my mind. And a lot of people have tried that, especially in school, where a lot of the subjects we study in public school, we can't really see the relevance of them, and so we don't learn them. They just go in one ear and out of the other. And so what is the key to that? What is the key to retaining a lot of information in a very short period of time? And it might be scale shapes, it might be theoretical concepts, it might be everything that you really try to remember. And the number one key is motive, is you have to really want to learn it. And what determines that? Well, usage. Can you use it? What are you trying to, if you're playing with the guys and someone presents a new song to you and you come to the point where you're going to solo over it, but it's a chord progression and you don't know what scales to choose. So you kind of wander along the fretboard trying to find the right notes, and it sounds awful. And so you think it's embarrassing because you think you should be able to find the right scale, right? And so it's really painful to be there. So you have to go home and study. And so you look in books and try to figure out. So now you have a painful experience here and you have a pleasurable experience possibly in the future when you actually know how to do this. And so you look with a different kind of motive as if you were studying music theory from a totally different perspective, right? And so once you find the right piece of information in that book and you apply it, bam, you're going to remember it for the rest of your life because of that painful experience, because of your motive being so strong for learning. And that's the rule. And if you don't have that, just give it up. Just leave it. Just go learn something else that you really need. And the best way to apply something like music theory, for instance, is if you actually use it right away. So you see how it applies and what benefits you can get from learning this, and you use it. And that's the next principle here, that one thing is to hear about it and say, okay, that makes sense. You can use that scale across this chord progression because so and so. But once you start using it, you feel it in your hands, you see it on the fretboard, you see the scale shapes, you see the chords, so you have a visual memory of it as well, and you hear the thing. You actually hear the combination of scale and chord. You see it, so you have it, you feel it, you see it, everything, right? Every sense is involved here, and so the brain really retains that information amazingly, so you remember it the first time around. And if you continue, if you learn it again in another song, use the same concepts, it really sticks in there. Whenever you're faced with something that you don't really know why to learn, you just drop it. And don't do like we do in public school, where we really forget. We are exposed to so many things that we don't know why are we learning this? And the teacher can't answer it. Well, if you want to be a physician or a rocket scientist sometime in the future, this mathematical concept might come in handy. And you don't really see the relevance because you don't see yourself in that situation of becoming a rocket scientist. And so you just forget it. So we're used to wasting a massive amount of time. By the time you leave school, you've wasted so much time learning stuff that just went out of the other ear, one inside and then out of the other ear, right? And so you're used to that. So whenever we study guitar, we study theoretical concepts or scale shapes or whatever, we're used to that state of not really knowing where this ends, right? But just step out of that and then learn stuff that you can actually use. And the best way to do it is to actually start playing stuff. If you're practicing soloing and theoretical concepts around scales and chords, then use jam tracks to apply what you learn, because then you get it in through every single sense and you have a motive. You can hear the coolness of the theoretical concepts that you're learning and applying them. So you get the motive as well. So you use both principles. That's the way of rapid learning.
Subscribe for more free videos. Do it. Do it now. Do it.